One second, y'all. One second. One second. There we go. I got a few things I want to go over with y'all. Um, this is just a live stream of me reacting to a lot of things. And the first thing we're gonna react to is to a clip of the debate between the pattern reader, and Melton Legacy. Shout out to Team Fetty for this. Let's get it.
As her virginity status doesn't stop her from second chances. Why do you disagree?
Well, it's not necessarily that I disagree. It's just that would not be the majority of women. Of course, there's always the exception to the rules, but as a whole majority, it's better for you to be a virgin, to marry a virgin, to have children under marriage, to carry yourself at a higher esteem than what we do. I think one of the most unfortunate things is the fact how a woman willing to stay a virgin and carry herself how she should be is being overlooked because of the 304 behavior being so popular and them still getting noticed and wifed up and things of that nature. We have to get back to honoring the women that stay on the right path. And it's not for those that no longer have a virginity to bargain with. It's for our youth that are coming up. We don't like what we see in the women of today. So therefore, we have to speak against the behaviors to create a better future.
So, what I'm hearing and I'm listening intently is that a woman who's a virgin has more value than a woman who had probably safe sex, but she has more bodies.
A virgin is more valuable, yes.
Yes, of course a virgin is more valuable. What what in the world is SH talking about?
So the virgin could have no type of experience, maybe not listen, hard-headed, but because she's a virgin, would she be better still than a woman who you would deem respectful?
Yes, because even if she does have some unruly behavior inside of her, once she is dominated by a man sexually, she will submit, obey, and follow leadership. It's only women that have the experience on them that makes it more difficult for you to stay in your place.
Okay, so you think that body count matters, and I'm saying that
yes, body count does
matters until it doesn't. So who do you think would be more likely to get picked and married? Whoopi Goldberg with one body, or Kelly Rowland with, she's a reformed 304, but
Okay, this here's about to get a little weird.
she found God. Who do you think will find a husband more faster?
Would you just look at those roots? They're bonnie plants, of course.
Remember how many tomatoes we had last year from these?
Dozens faster.
Well, I'm gonna go with the Whoopi Goldberg of one body, especially if it's plastered across the forehead. Like, if you're talking about a situation where we know, I would say the one that would get wifed up more would be the Whoopi Goldberg with the one body.
And that's my point, though. Body count matters until it doesn't, because when you get in relationships or when you talk to people, you really don't know. You know what you hear from them, you see their personality, you see what you might like. But because society puts such a stigma on body count, you say, she's a great woman, but damn, she slept with 10. Are you gonna now leave her to go be with a virgin who might not be more compatible with you? No. So why I brought up the Kelly Rowland and Whoopi Goldberg thing is because it's not plastered.
Again, SH. What are you talking about? What the hell is you talking about?
One is deemed, and I don't find Whoopi ugly, but society does. She's deemed ugly, and Kelly Rowland is deemed beautiful. So the looks is what's going to get that so-called good girl who helped
Your argument is not making sense.
herself overlooked versus a Kelly Rowland who changed, found God. She'd get married faster.
Okay, so you're talking about appearance.
What I'm saying is body count.
Are you talking about appearance? Because
yeah.
Okay, so appearance is not.
So she's going from purity to appearance. Okay.
Body count. So that's what I'm saying. If we're basing it off body count, and regardless of appearance, I'm not answering based off of looks, because you said Whoopi and Kelly, but I didn't answer based off of looks. I kept it on body count. And the one with one body over the one that's a reformed hoe, to me, is the one that would get married first if it was plastered.
Right, and to you, they would, but in society,
because you're talking about
get overlooked.
One
is going to get overlooked, and one is going to get married faster. And the one that's going to get overlooked is the less attractive one, because
No, I'll let it play.
Really,
we're not talking about attraction. We're talking about body count. We're talking about body count.
Yes, and marriage and what people deem as valuable. So I brought this up to show you that it's talked about as this valuable thing, but it's not treated the same. There are things that are more important.
You have to go to looks to try to prove your point.
I didn't just go to looks. I went to somebody who's less respectful, somebody who's more respectful. You said yes, but 9 times out of 10, based on what you're saying, if a man finds a woman disrespectful, he's not going to marry her because she's a virgin. He's going to overlook her.
That's not true. You said he's not going to marry her if she's disrespectful?
If she's disrespectful but a virgin, he's still going to walk away from her because she's disrespectful. Her virginity won't matter.
That's not necessarily true, and I think it depends on the level of disrespect that's occurring. If he can see some unruliness in her and she's a virgin, that might be a task that a man is willing to take on, especially since finding a virgin is such a rarity. So we have to talk about the levels of disrespect that are happening in this scenario. Because if she's just a little mouthy, a mouth can be tamed, especially with a virgin. It's the non-virgin girls that don't want to relax or go get a younger man in order to have control.
Facts.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a living example that that's not true. And what I'm saying is...
You're a living example. Well, never mind. So I don't want to do personal.
No, she brought it up her personal. It wasn't you. So if she wants to use it as example, she can do it because she brought it up.
Yeah. You're a living example.
I was a virgin and I married the man that took my virginity, and I do not believe that that just because I'm a virgin, that makes me special or more special than a woman who wasn't. Just because I'm a virgin doesn't mean I'm a better candidate. What makes me a great candidate is a plethora of other things. And what I'm arguing is that there are virgins who would get overlooked for so many.
Is she talking out both sides of her mouth? It sounds like she's talking out both sides of her mouth.
Reasons where virginity and body count would not matter. So
but you're bringing up a scenario that didn't even happen. Why are you advocating for a behavior that you did not do? And I find it unfortunate that you don't understand that maintaining being a lady. Congratulations, by the way, and well done. I'll give you hand claps for marrying took your virginity. But I think it's unfortunate and it's sad that you're trying to defend, I guess, the sisterhood of all women rather than standing in the fact that you carried.
And what Melton just said there is a bar. That is a complete bar. It's that SH is advocating for the sisterhood, even though she, got married, got married, and basically, married before she carried, and did the right way. But yet, she's here advocating for 304s, which totally, like, really has me confused. Let's get back into it.
Rather than standing in the fact that you carried yourself to a high esteem and got the outcome that you wanted. I think it's unfortunate that you're advocating for anything.
It's not unfortunate, and I'm going to prove it to you because I think I'm the only one on this panel that did this. So if your logic stands, then that also means that I'm better than you. I'm more valuable than you. You
Correct.
be quiet. I'm on a moral standpoint. You're a whore, I'm not, Melanin. You should be walking around saying I'm unworthy and should not get marriage. I don't believe that. I believe that you, if somebody finds value in you, are worthy of marriage because of whatever they find in you and not because you are not a virgin.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's cute and all, but no, you would be considered more valuable because you did marry a virgin. And see, the beauty about me is the fact that I know better. Women like you are the problem because even though you did it correctly, you want to advocate and stick up for those that did not. That's the problem.
Bingo, Melton. Bingo.
It's not about the adults that we should be worried about. It's about the youth. It's about the young women.
It's about the women who do it the right way, but co-sign the whoredom and the mess. And I'm glad Melton said that. Let's continue.
That's coming up behind us. So you should be advocating and shaming bad behavior like you just did. I think you were trying to be facetious or something like that. But all in all, you're still valid. You can't hurt me with the reality of things. You would be deemed more valuable. That's why I gave you your flowers. It's just that simple.
Melanie, I am not just better than you because I married the man who took my virginity. What I'm trying to say is you have value and should have self-respect.
No, but my value is not that. It doesn't mean, no, because it doesn't mean I don't have self-respect. That's not what that means. So if you don't need to be advocating for the bad behavior. I'm not
advocating for bad behavior.
So you are,
I need a pep talk from you about.
Yeah, you are, SH. You are advocating for whoredom.
My value and all that. That's not what I need from you. I need for you to stop advocating for women that don't go about it the way that you did and trying to, oh, it's okay, pat them on the back. No, that's not what we should be doing.
Yeah,
by your logic, Megan Thee Stallion is just as good as Michelle Obama.
Yeah, so I'm going to do what I want, and what I'm saying is that Megan Thee Stallion, if I believe that people can change.
And again, that's part of the problem. It's women who feel they can do what they want. Again, that is a big part of the problem. Let's continue.
Or somebody who's not a virgin, who didn't do it so-called the wrong way, they practiced safe sex, but everything didn't just work out. I'm not telling them that they are worthless because they didn't save their virginity. I think that's actually bad behavior because safe sex, there's nothing wrong with practicing safe sex.
There is.
What's wrong with practicing safe sex?
Because so you wouldn't have a problem. Just so we're clear, if you had a daughter that was of legal age, you wouldn't have a problem with her having a plethora of sexual partners as long as she was being safe about it. Yes or no?
If she's being intentional and practicing safe sex and her relationship relationships don't
Yes
work
or no?
out.
Yes or no? You're adding too much context.
What?
Yes, I'd be okay.
What? Oh, really, SH? Y'all, pray for this child.
With it.
But this is why we need fathers. This is why we need fathers, because that's ridiculous that you would say it's okay for her to be
What up,
misusing her body
18?
by just because she's being safe. It's okay for her to have multiple sexual partners. This is why most of the time I can't stand when women talk. You didn't do that, so why are you advocating for that? For what? Why are you advocating for women with already got bodies on them to, oh, you're still loved and you're still equal? No, we should bring back shame. Because
Yes,
this
bring
mindset
back
are the
shame.
mindsets of people having
Bring
daughters.
back
And this is why we have an
shame.
uptick in teenage pregnancy. Because of this dumbass mindset.
So shame on you, Melanin. You don't deserve marriage. You don't deserve a husband. Shame on you. Shame on you. You whore. Shame on you. You don't deserve it. You are worthless.
That makes you feel better. That makes you feel better because
It doesn't, and this is my point. It is disgusting behavior.
It's not disgusting.
It is. It is
It's called
disgusting.
structure and it's called discipline.
No, it's not.
Care. We should care. We should care
Melanin.
about how
Melanin.
women carry themselves. We should care.
Does life happen? Do people make mistakes? Do people get in relationships and things don't
Just
work out?
because the fact that you're calling it a mistake means that you should not be doing it. You
So
said
why
the
did you
fact that
do
it's
it?
a mistake.
Good. So why did you do it?
I don't do what because you brought your.
Why did you marry the guy?
Your personal.
Why did you marry the guy who took your money?
I'm not answering that because
Yeah, I know why.
Personal. I don't do personal.
Because
Let's do a timeout right here, right? Because we agreed that we don't do personals. But I want to clarify something. SH
Facts 18. Insanity and audacity are at an all-time high. Society is entirely astronomically hypersexual. Yeah, we are, unfortunately, a hypersexual society. And the reaction that I have after this one is going to showcase that.
not going back and forth. SH is using her logic against her and saying, if you believe in this is what we're talking about. Is all. She's not flip flopping between one and the other. She's saying, I don't believe in these things, but if you believe it, just like you're pointing out, I'm the example. I'm not contradicting myself because I'm pointing out how you didn't do it, and you still have value. It's not a contradiction.
Yeah, but the value is not equal. That's the point. That's what I'm saying.
Sure. No, sure, Mel, sure. I'm just saying that she's not flip-flopping or attacking you. She's actually giving you flowers by saying, I don't think that even though you didn't do the virgin thing, I still believe that you have value. People are thinking that it's personal shots. It's not personal shots. She believes on her worldview.
Okay,
She's saying on her worldview, even if women had sex before and all that, they deserve a second chance and they have value like the woman like her that actually didn't do it. So I don't want to just...
I understand that, but it's not equal value.
Sure,
That's it's not equal value, and that's irritating because this is why nobody's finding value in staying a virgin until marriage anymore. Because what's the point? If the 304 is getting looked at equal to me, or the woman with bodies is getting looked at equal to me, why would I stay a virgin? Why should I matter? Why should I feel special? And that's the problem with the talking point. That's my only point.
Right.
Unlock incredible deals and explore the best selection at Sweetwater. From stage to studio and everything in between, Sweetwater has everything you need to take your sound to the next level. Don't wait.
Why should I feel special? And that's the problem with the talking point. That's my only point.
Yes, and it's what I'm trying to say is body count and virginity is not just what makes you special. You are not sitting here and I'm better than you. And what I'm saying is that life happens. People go through life. So just because she might have more bodies than somebody doesn't mean that she's more that she's less valuable. I think women can make better choices in picking a better guy, can make better choices in protecting themselves. Men as well, because I think men should also, but not to go to men. What I'm saying is they do not get to now stay stuck in the past and not look forward to something positive in their future just because. And I think there's so many different things that you should be worrying about than, damn, I had sex with somebody I shouldn't have, and now I have a future just because of that. That doesn't make any sense to me.
So would a man rather marry a virgin or a woman with bodies?
Like I argued earlier.
Answer the direction, please, because I'm getting kind of tired of like the monologue. Do a man wants to marry a woman that's a virgin or with bodies?
Yo, Frank, who's the crash out? But what I'm saying is,
okay, so
I made an example earlier.
We're not going to answer it.
I'm answering you if you just.
So they don't need the virgin or the bodies.
Jane try to answer.
Yes, a woman who's not a virgin can be more valuable than a woman that's a virgin. I said that.
How? No, I said to a man. I said to a man, would a man rather marry a virgin or a woman with bodies?
Yeah, not every man wants a virgin.
Would a man?
She ain't even answering the question, bro.
A virgin or
you don't know the majority.
Answer the question and say.
Hypothetically speaking, which one do you choose?
Yeah, just because she's a virgin doesn't mean she's more valuable than somebody who's not a virgin.
Answer the question and say.
Hold up, don't slide yet. I got a feeling you'll like this one or this.
Okay.
Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and join the page.
And here's the next reaction that I have, and it's from DeeDee Reactions. Let's get it.
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome back to the channel. So I'm back with another quick reaction video for you guys. Now, this particular story was brought to my attention by some of my subscribers. And I found this very interesting and I wanted to share it with you guys. So 58-year-old Judge Eleanor Ross is her name, who is, by the way, married, you guys, to another judge, was caught in the act with the top Atlanta police official in the courtroom. Oh my God! Shout out to Pink Book Lessons. If you have not subscribed to the channel, go over and support you guys. I want to react to her take on this because she kind of laid it all out there, and I want to show a little bit of what she had to say about it. And I'm gonna get my 2 cents on it, y'all, but definitely chime in the comments below. I want to hear y'all thoughts on this. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell to be notified when I upload new content. You guys hype up the video as well, but more than anything, make sure you chime in. I want to hear what you got to say on this one, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into the video.
Yo, this week only, all pizzas are half off at Domino's. Order online, in-store, or call. Whatever gets that pizza in your hands.
What if AI could handle your most repetitive tasks? With Google Workspace Studio, you can automate workflows, track action items, and more, simply by describing your goal. Go from deadline to done with Google Workspace.
The video. Here we go.
They're looking into allegations that one of their officers had sex with an Atlanta federal district court judge in her chambers.
Yeah, the Judicial Council reprimanded the judge. This was back in February. And last week, a committee affirmed the order. Good day's Lindsay Tillman is live outside the federal courthouse. She joins us now with all the details. Lindsay, good morning.
Good morning to you, Buck and Natalie. And that judge does remain on the bench. According to a report, she initially denied those allegations, but later admitted to what happened. So, according to the Associated Press, this judge had an extramarital affair with a high-ranking Atlanta police officer. The pair reportedly had sex in the judge's chambers. Log clerks reported overhearing multiple encounters, and security footage and logs also confirmed the officer frequently visited the judge's chambers in uniform around lunch. While the judge first denied the allegations, calling them outrageous, she later recanted and admitted to what happened. And a committee issued a private reprimand of the judge, which included writing apology letters. The committee also said she was unlikely to do this again and noted her otherwise exemplary service to the court. Now, the federal judge at that appointment is a lifetime appointment, so the only way that she would be removed from the position is if she was impeached by Congress. No word on if that would actually happen. In the meantime, Atlanta Police says it's investigating whether or not that officer in question is an employee of the Atlanta Police Department. We'll keep you.
Listen, before she continue, I think there should be term limits. How she showed it, so they would have to remove her by impeaching her. I think that's what she said. I think there should be time limits. I don't think you should just be able to just sit there for forever. You know what I'm saying? Because in this type of situation, I think she would have to be removed. Like that. If anybody else, you know, who are in that line of work or have these types of titles or positionings, there's a code of ethics that you are bound to. There are certain things that you just can't do in those positions, and I think she definitely broke that. And there needs to be some consequences. And just take her word for it. She'll never do this again. Or will she try to allegedly find a new way to continue to do that? And by the way, y'all, she's married, so she's cheating on her husband with the top police official. There's no excuse for that. The same way y'all would hold men accountable for this, y'all gotta hold her accountable. There's no excuse for this behavior. Let's continue.
Updated on that as well. Reporting live in downtown, I'm Lindsay Tuman for Good Day Atlanta.
We really appreciate it, Lindsay. Thank you.
And look how they protect these federal judges. They been knew about this. The public is just now finding out. They didn't even want to fully report on her while reporting on her. Well, here she is. I told you the city girls are not just in the streets of Miami. They're in the hospital room, the classroom, the courtroom, and the courtroom. Listen, days ago, the AP tried to confirm who this judge was, and they wouldn't even tell them. The judge's name and court location within the 11th Circuit were not disclosed, and the Associated Press was unable to confirm the judge's identity. Well, some investigative journalists did some more snooping around, and they found her. She's Judge Eleanor Ross, 58 years old, nominated by President Barack Obama and confirmed by the Senate on November 18th, 2014. Most known for handling the Todd Chrisley case, where she sentenced Todd to 12 years in federal prison and his wife Julie to 7 years. She's been a federal judge for over 11 and a half years. A married woman, married to another judge. Her husband is the Cobb County State Court Judge, Brian Ross. So she cheated on her husband. And who did she cheat with? This guy right here. A high-ranking police official that's been with the Atlanta Police Department for decades. And where did she cheat? This right here, low down. She was cheating on her husband with the police in her chambers. Caught by court clerks who said they heard them in the act in her chambers on several occasions. So they've been dipping it and doing it and raw dogging it in the judge's chambers, and that's okay? Oh my God. You old cougar, 58 years old, got a whole husband. Well, she wouldn't be a cougar, I guess. She got a whole husband, and you are a judge.
Yo, old ass
and you dipping it and doing it
raw dogging in his damn
chambers. In your chambers every day, allegedly during lunch. What is going on out here? This is why I say a lot of these people are losing it. I say we are in an alternate universe where people are just
Nah, people just batshit crazy. That's what's wrong with them. It's like ever since COVID, a whole bunch of people just been batshit crazy.
Throwing in the towel. They said to hell with it, screw it. I'm gonna do exactly what I want, and as long as I can get away with it, I'm just gonna get away with it. No matter what your positions are, y'all just gonna jeopardize that to fulfill your hot needs. In your courts, in your chambers, like on the job, dipping and doing it on your job. Y'all are no different from the random, damn McDonald's clerks who might go outside or in the bathroom and do. You're no different. You're held to a higher standard, but you don't show up that way. And nothing is being done about this. Oh, just take her word. Oh, she's declared she's not gonna ever do it again, right?
A CRM shouldn't weigh your budget down. It should lift.
She's declared she's not gonna ever do it again, right? And I wonder what the husband think about this. Y'all, I'm glad y'all brought this to my attention because I don't be knowing all these stories, but it just shows you women are not exempt from the foolishness, honey. They are not. They are part of the foolishness, and we gotta start treating it accordingly. Men are not the only problems in society. This woman got a whole husband and she busted it open raw dogging it with a goddamn police official. But you are a judge. What is this considered a crime? Like should y'all not be doing this on the job? Aren't there some type of moral clauses that you shouldn't
that you should abide by, being y'all are, this is a police, a high level police official and a whole judge. Shouldn't you be held to a higher standard? Shouldn't there be some things in place or some boundaries that y'all should not cross? But at the end of the day, these are human beings who are no different from anybody else, and they act accordingly. Like, come on. But you will hold other people to a higher standard when they mess up or do things, and y'all be doing the same thing. This is why people don't trust these folks. This is why people don't trust pastors and stuff now, preachers, because they be doing all kinds of stuff too. But then they want to teach you the word and tell you what you should and should be doing in the name of Jesus and under God, while they're just breaking all the rules and doing whatever it is that they want. They still want you to look up to them. This is why people don't respect these folks anymore, because of stuff like this. That's and I don't give a damn, because if you was hot, you got a husband. Can't you go to your husband and say, break me off a little something till I get off? Could you invite your husband or go home for a minute for lunch? What are you doing, allegedly? Let's continue.
He would come up there during her breaks so she could cheat on her husband, and everybody working there, all the women up there in the office, they heard it.
In U.S. 6, a federal judge and a high-ranking Atlanta police official are at the center of explosive allegations.
It involves sexual encounters inside the judge's chambers during work hours. Tonight, Channel 2 investigative reporter Ashley Lincoln breaks down the judicial order. And Ashley, federal judges discovered this activity went on for years.
Yeah, according to this 20-page order from the chief judge over the 11th district. Now, the report does not name the judge, but for the last 2 days, I've been speaking with sources and going through public records to identify the accused after federal employees complained about hearing intimate noises through the walls.
You heard that? For years. She's been cheating on her husband inside the chambers for years.
According to this newly released judicial order, the report details an investigation launched after a complaint was filed against a federal judge last September.
I don't think judges are perfect. They're human beings, too.
Former federal prosecutor Doug Gilfillan says federal laws allow judges' identities to remain undisclosed in reports like these to protect the integrity of investigations.
However, the law requires an order like this one to be made public if there's an imposition of discipline.
The report claims the judge had sex on at least 5 occasions over a 2-year period inside her chambers with a high-ranking police officer. Employees interviewed during the investigation described multiple incidents where they allegedly heard people having sex through the walls. Court testified to hearing what was described as unsettling noises, kissing, and music coming from the judge's chambers.
Once again, we're supposed to hold these
noises, music. Ain't no damn way, boy. Ain't no damn way.
People to higher standards, but apparently they can't even hold themselves to any higher standards. They're just like everybody else. So, do you think that this has anything to do with her positioning and her place of power? The fact that she's out here getting her back cracked by a whole nother man, got a whole husband. If anything, it ruins her reputation. Now people gonna look at her sideways. They don't know if they can trust her because of this. Because if you'll do that, maybe you'll do anything. I don't know. But I just think this was a very interesting story, and I'm glad y'all brought it to my attention. Shout out to Pink Book Lessons once again. I thought this was crazy, y'all. Yeah, but to me, it's always going to go back to what I always talk about. These women aren't innocent, y'all. Whether you're a judge, a doctor, a lawyer, a scammer, a fake doctor, it don't matter. All of them be lying. All of them be down for whatever.
Yep.
They be, deep down in the gutter when they want to be. They're educated and have all this other stuff when they want to be, but they still got issues. But anyway, listen, let me know what y'all think. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell to be notified when I upload new content. Definitely chime in.
This is Just a Girl.
When you list on apartments.com, renters will start coming out of the woodwork.
Wow.
So which one is it? Do teenagers dress like old hoes, or do old hoes dress like teenagers?
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Just a Girl Show. My name is Janine. If you are new here, if you're new to the channel, of course hit that subscribe button, turn your notifications on so you never miss an episode. And if you are a subscriber, welcome back to the channel. So So I've talked about this many, many times on this channel is how young women are influenced by older women, and we have the older women who are in competition and trying to do what the young women do, right? Like, you can't tell the difference. You got the mama and daughter who look just the same, who are dressed in the same clothing. Mama's 50, the daughter is
I'll be back.
40, and they dress the same, and it's just like, this don't make sense. You got the mama and then her grandkids, we all dress in the same way. So how do you tell who's the adult? Who's influencing you to do better? When you got the older women who are out here competing each and every day for the attention that the young women are getting. They're competing because deep down inside, I don't care what nobody says, these women will try to pretend like they don't know that they have, if they reach a wall on the dating, market, they know that. That's why you'll see them trying to do everything they can to stay relevant, to still stay seen, to try to be in spaces where the young women are. Like, you see women who are in their late 40s, 50s, hanging out. Their friend group is a bunch of 30-year-olds. Women who late 20s, early 30s. Like, why are you damn near 50 and your friends that you hang out with, and you're all dressed in the same way with the same fake booties? What is this? Older women just dead ass hate younger girls. Like, they envy the fact that they cannot be hot and 20 anymore. It's just like, baby, you had your time. You should have cherished it. Then you wouldn't be 34, 35, 27, even 28 reminiscing. You wouldn't. If you were a young hot bitch back in your day and you savored those moments, you would not be hating so hard on the younger girls that's coming up. Like, y'all find anything to pick with. And this whole heels to the club thing is just another, like, gateway to have that type of conversation about how y'all really don't like young girls. Y'all really be hating on us bad. And so y'all will do something and go as far as acting like we're not woman enough to wear heels, or we're no longer wearing heels no more. So we're the real women that, like, I want all of y'all to know that y'all be coming in, y'all, the older people. Y'all be coming in y'all best shit, still looking a fucking mess, heels or no heels. Like, so are they trying to be like you, or are you trying to be like them? And I want to share this video for y'all touching on this, because I think it's a very, very good point when it comes down to this conversation. So which one is it? Do teenagers dress like old hoes, or do old hoes dress like teenagers? I was watching this video yesterday, amazing video. I'm going to try to tag the creator below if I can find the video, because I was at work when I seen it. And she was reviewing a video of a brother. You know how the people, they go into malls and they record themselves talking to people? Well, it was a young brother who was walking in the mall, and he was trying to talk to this woman, or to this girl, and he walks up to her and he's like, hey, are you married? And she's like, oh, no, I'm only 14 years old.
You have a husband?
Oh, I'm sorry, no, let me say that.
How old are you?
14.
Oh, hell no. What is up with these young women looking older nowadays, man?
And everybody was calling him a creep, and even the woman that reviewed the video, she was like, he's not a creep for what he said. And I completely agree. You guys allow your teenagers, your young teenagers, mind you, we're not talking about just 16, 17-year-olds. I'm talking about 12, 13, 14-year-olds who dress like grown-ass women. You allow them to wear makeup like grown-ass women. On top of that, they listen to music, and a lot of them carry themselves like grown-ass women. And you're letting them go out in public, roam the streets. This brother walked away from it, but how many of them are not going to? How many men are going to take the bait? Why are you guys not allowing your kids to be kids? Like, even when looking at these prom videos, these little teenage girls got on a face full of makeup and they look old as fuck. The wigs and the makeup are making your kids look old as fuck. Why are we rushing the growth of our children? Why are we doing that? And the reason is, I think it's because a lot of these moms, because a lot of them are single mothers, they have kids because they're looking for a friend. Your child is not your friend. Your child is your child, and you're supposed to be training them for the real world. Y'all do not protect y'all's little girls. I mean, I think that that's a real question. Like, who's trying to be like who? As I said, you can't tell. The influence is so skewed right now that you have to really ask yourself, how do we change this? Can it even be changed? You know what I'm saying? Like, the idea that a woman
who again is so educated, who got all these businesses, who got all these things going on, but for some reason her wardrobe still looks like she's a 21-year-old. But she got all these businesses, she got all these degrees, she's so educated, but why does the wardrobe reflect a 21-year-old who's still walking around on a college campus? Okay? Why does the wardrobe reflect that? Why does the attitude still reflect that? Are you getting older and maturing as you get older? Or are you still stuck in the same mindset, which many of them are? So, in my opinion, the young women, they're just doing what they see. They don't even always realize that the older women are following them, when in reality they're probably following the older women and not even realizing that they really want to be you. You know, I think these older women hide their hand as if they're trying to like guide you and be your old head, and they try to show you the ropes and they try to put you in different spaces, but in reality they are just competing and they are trying to find every way they can to make sure that they are big dog in the group, that they are the one that you want to be around, that you want to be like. When you have no idea that she knows that she don't have as many options. This friend group actually gives her more options just by her being with you. The younger women might think, oh, we being with our old head, she getting us in these spaces. No, baby, you and your friends are the reason that she's probably able to get in. Like and they know that. They know that. Like I said, why does the wardrobe of these older women look the same as the younger ones? As she said, you can't tell a difference. You can't even understand.
Right.
When you think about some of these the clothing that's being made out here and the stuff that they are selling, there's nothing. Everybody's in it. And then what do we say? Oh, let women do what they want to do. They can wear whatever they want to wear. There's no age limit. Yes, it is. That's a part of growing and getting older and maturing.
Right.
At least that's what I thought.
Supposed to be.
Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
Headlines are always talking about the Fed. The Fed raised rates. The Fed cut rates. The Fed...
That's what I thought. I thought as you get older and mature, then you should do things differently. There are certain clothing that you just should not wear as you get older. You should grow out of it. You should start to see, you know what, I'm getting too old for this. I'm a mom. I'm a grandmom. I should change up my wardrobe.
I swear, an older female biggest threat is a younger female. Coming from somebody who's young but look older, I can tell you. When you're young and you look older, even if you're not too grown, you don't do nothing grown. You just mature. Your features and stuff just mature fast, and you mature into your style quicker than others, right? When you're young and you look older females gonna hate your gut so bad. So bad. It's not even funny how miserable it be, because they hate the fact that, you gotta understand, a lot of people don't mature to they style or they looks fast like some people. You know, some people grow up fast, like how you see some boys get taller than some other boys, quicker than some boys, you know? It's the same thing when it comes to females. Some females grow into their looks before other females. So a lot of older females grow into their looks later on in life, while some younger females grow into their looks quick in life. So by the time the older female finally grows into her looks, the younger female and her low-key on the same level. And they don't like that. That intimidates them so bad. It brings out every insecurity that they have, I promise you. They don't like it. They be so intimidated by it, and they will try to paint this picture on you like you don't even gotta be doing nothing. They gonna hate your gut so bad just because they feel like, why does little girl look like me? Or why does little girl look better than me? Because a lot of times the little girl look better than you. They don't like it. They don't like it. And I've seen it happen to so many people before. I got so many friends that's as young as me that look good and look a little older that intimidates older females so bad. It's really so crazy to me because I find it so cute. Like, oh, you is so cute. Like, you so young, but you so cute. I'm like, oh, yeah. You say, like, you know. But some females get so insecure about it, and I don't understand the math behind the insecurity behind it. Like, what's up with that? Like, how can you see somebody that's younger than you? You just want to be like, oh, you so cute. Like them, you know, big sister type. But no, they hate you, especially when it comes to the boys that they wanting you. It's crazy. I be trying to tell my little cousin and her friends all the time, like, well, y'all is cute and y'all look older, But them older girls is going to hate y'all because the same people that they want is going to want you because 9 out of 10, y'all look better than they did, and they're going to hate you so bad. You don't even have to be fast. They're just going to hate you so bad just because you mature faster than them, and they didn't look how you look at your age. Or you maturing on their level and they later in life. So now y'all on the same level, and it intimidates them because like, why are we on the same level? She a little girl.
But I think that we have to, as women, recognize that our lack of desire to want to grow up, which is that's what this boy, you don't want to grow up because you don't want to face the reality that if I really step into being the older woman, my reality of I don't have the options I think I have, the men that I want don't want me, is going to really sink in. So for a lot of these women, the outfits is what they have. That's the best they got. What they got on, their body still trying to show. You got women who are in their 40s getting BBLs and stuff. You're 40. What are you doing?
Why? Nonsense.
Why are you doing it? But this is the reality, y'all. This is where we are. So you can't tell the difference. Everybody looks the same. The 21-year-olds look like the 41-year-olds.
Yep.
Which is crazy, but this is what it is. That's what it will continue to be as long as we continue to support it, and women will keep telling women that it's okay to do this. So these are just my thoughts. As always, share your thoughts on this topic in the comments. Drop it down below. Like the video. Of course, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next episode soon. Bye.
All right. Here's the next one. Shout out to Chantelle Simone.
Get it. What I tell my younger self? Don't worry. Keep dreaming big. Good night. Nuts.com is a snacking utopia. We have supply.
I didn't mean to do that.
Nuts.com is a snacking utopia. We supply relationships from all over the world. I actually don't speak of.
I've been seeing the whole trend going around where recently divorced or separated women are saying what they can now do now that they're no longer married, that they could not do in the marriage. And I want to talk about what I finally can do now that I don't got that man in my hair anymore. I can finally take a shower by myself. Oh my God, I can finally take a shower by myself and not have what I feel like a perpetrator coming in because he wants to come and fondle me all the damn time. So
what is wrong with you?
Started working. God forbid your husband finds you attractive.
What is wrong with you?
God forbid he finds you attractive enough that while you're taking a shower, and honestly, how much I want to bet is because she wasn't running the pum pum on this man, so he was like, oh look, she's naked. Let me hop in real quick. From home, y'all, I could never take a shower by myself. Oh my gosh, like. And it would be the days where I just really wanted to like decompress, just enjoy a hot shower, like have my thoughts, just have a moment. And I would literally like just feel him coming in the shower. And it was always with the motive. And y'all know, I think she's trying to paint her ex-husband as a pervert, which it makes no sense. You're his wife. So it makes no sense.
What's
However,
wrong with you?
I think she lying. Got to the point where, obviously throughout the years, yes, we would take showers together. And that was fine, but it became almost like he felt entitled to every single shower once he started working from home. So this was like our last couple years together where he felt entitled to all my showers. And it was just so annoying because it was like, again, you're coming in with a motive.
What is wrong with you? You need your head at salmon. Something's wrong with you.
And it's just like, I just need to decompress right now, bro. Like, I just want...
So, I hope you heard her there. She says this is something that began to become more frequent in the last 2 years of marriage. And I want to ask you something. What's more likely? That she's telling the truth and her husband just couldn't leave her alone? That number one, she's telling the truth and her husband, just wouldn't let her rest.
I got a feeling she's lying.
Just wanted to, clap the cheeks at every opportunity he could get. He could think of nothing else but sexual desire for his wife, which I would think that's what a woman would want, her coming her way, seeing as how that's his wife, and instead of him going to go cheat on her, who knows, maybe he did that too. I wouldn't be surprised based on what he had to deal with. Or do you guys think that it's more likely that towards the last 2 years, she begun to contemplate divorce, think of leaving him. And every advance that he would make to sleep with his wife was a turn on, disgusting. Not because he's some type of deviant that she's trying to paint him as. Simply because she was thinking of exiting the marriage, had convinced herself that she no longer found her husband as attractive, and the relationship was on a decline.
And then also let's not even forget that when you come onto social media to complain about a man, more specifically a black man, your content grows. You get more views. So she is trying to hop on to this train to paint herself as a victim. Oh my gosh, I was so what's the word they use? Word not coming to me, but you know, the 1950 oppressed. I was so oppressed in my marriage that this is the horrible things that he was doing. Oh my gosh, he found me so attractive, he wanted to take a shower with me. I'm calling cap on the fact that every time she stepped in the shower, this man would walk in. I'm 100% calling cap, but she's trying to paint him as a pervert. Again, this is your husband. You're trying to paint as a pervert because he finds you attractive enough where he wants to shower with you.
Man, this is some bullshit.
But it's because we know better than to just believe them. Yeah, let's see the comment section under this. Someone said, God forbid a husband wants his woman. Another person said, may this kind of woman never find me. Fellas, always be grateful for the good ones. Fellas, once a woman shows you she's no longer interested in you, don't give her time to replace you. Drop her and heal from that. Don't give her time to make false accusations. Don't give her time to make up stories about you. Don't give her time to try and paint you as a villain and her as a victim. Somebody said congratulations to him on the divorce. Another person said married or not. You got to give your woman her personal space. This person boo-boo-the-foo believed her, this clown. If you can't listen to her story and see the holes in her story, see how she's trying to paint her husband as this pervert, if you gonna listen to her story and believe her, you mean to tell me every single time you go in the shower, this man like a creep standing at the door just waiting until he hear the shh for him to... Okay. Let's see. Another comment said marriage isn't marriage anymore. They want the ring, the wedding, not the man. They don't want the man. A lot of these wives don't like their husband. They're just looking for somebody to put in place for when they take their social media posts, for when they're going on trips, for when they're just looking for somebody as a placeholder. They don't like their husband. A lot of these women are in relationships with men that they do not like. They have more loyalty to their TikTok page than to their husband, because you'll see they run to their TikTok for every little thing. And this is why I said protect yourselves, men. Be careful out there. It is the ghetto out there.
The ghetto. Anything that you want to say on your own behalf?
Well, I would like to start by apologizing to Nicholas for the hurt and destruction that I caused in his life. I'm not proud of getting to a point where I would hurt somebody that I loved the way that I did him. When I chose to make the decision that I did, I hurt a lot of people. I'm not proud of what I did. I am proud of the person that I've become because of these things, being able to turn my life around and turn to faith and get back on the right track with my church family, just being able to help the community more and things like that. And I'm truly sorry for all of it.
It's just so much more to me than just like trying to get me in trouble. Over the last 5 years, I have worked so hard to get out of the things that I was doing at looking in prison and spending weeks looking at all the messages that went back and forth and how malicious it was. It wasn't I had and made one bad decision. She did this for weeks and weeks. I've read the messages. And for her to say the only thing he cares about is this job at the recovery center, and I want to take it from her. I worked so hard to get away from my background, to have a job where I could help people and make a difference and not be another statistic. And I end up back in prison or on the streets. And I could see her saying it, but weeks and weeks of pushing it, messaging him, well, she was at my house, now's the time to do it. I know where his car's at now. But I don't understand. And I don't think one day in jail is ever going to stop her from doing this to someone else. If it wasn't for the one they turned in the messages and having them documented, no one would have ever known, and I would have been gone.
Yeah, she tried to destroy that man. This woman here tried to destroy this man.
Guidelines consistent with the agreement in this case would be the sentence of the court that this defendant served 120 days in the Miami County Jail. I'll give her credit for the 1 day that she served so far. I mean, really, words don't express how vile those acts are. I mean, you try to separate the acts from the person, but you're the one that did those. Luckily, this person that you were corresponding with in the jail had integrity and did the right thing and turned you in. But for that, he probably would have been in jail. He probably would have been successful in framing it.
Your Honor, if I might, is it possible to structure some of this jail time weekends due to those circumstances also these situations which she leaves at home?
I'm not going to just do a flyby and look at it now. So,
can you imagine? So she wants sympathy. She wants a leeway. She was going to set up this man to be in jail. She's lying on this man. Yep. I was going to set him up to go back to jail, but then now her attorney is asking for leniency because of whatever she got to do. She didn't care about whatever her ex-husband. Let me tell y'all, them women here, wicked, them wicked, them wicked. And they lie. They lie bad. And as the husband, if you guys didn't hear it clearly, the husband was saying she was trying to get revenge on him. She was trying to take vengeance on him to ruin the one thing he cares about, which is his job, right? The thing he cares about the most. He had a past. He was in jail. You know, he has a record. He has a bad history, so it was hard for him to get the kind of job that he has. And she knew this, so she wanted to ruin it for him. Man, this is so... The person who she was trying to hire to ruin his life didn't come forward. Her husband would have been sitting in jail, and she wouldn't have cared. She wouldn't have been begging. The tears only come out when they get caught. The tears only come out when it's their time to be held accountable. But when they're over there doing the bad behavior, they do not care. How many times am I going to have to say it? Protect yourself, man. Record. Lucky for him, he found the evidence. Lucky for him, he was able to point out how she wicked and she lied. But think about how many men who are in this situation and not able to point out how they're wicked and lied. Like going back to the first girl, right? Trying to paint her husband as this pervert, trying to act as though her husband lusting at her. Her pervert husband is lusting at her every time she take a shower. Trying to paint him like this horrible human being because God forbid your husband is so attracted to you, he wants to take a shower with you. Protect yourself, black men. Let's see the comment section. Somebody said, church deflection, white tears, I'm healed, Trinity. If she didn't get caught, she would have been sitting there comfortably while this man is in jail for her actions. Another person said, I went through a divorce as a very young man. Luckily, I had a very wise captain as a mentor. He told me my wife would change once I left the home. He arranged a place for me to stay, told me to minimize contact with her, continue to pay the rent, and to always document any financial support I provided. Within 2 months, she tried to lie and said I abandoned her without support. People can change when they are emotionally hurt. I survived her lie because of that man's warning. And this is why platforms like the Manosphere, platforms like the Red Pill community, where men are coming on to share their experience, to warn men about what they went through is very important. And this is why you see these wicked Jezebel fight so hard against the Red Pill community, against the Manosphere. Why? Because it's warning men to protect yourselves against these Jezebels. If you want to listen. If you don't want to listen, like the guy in the last comments, the last video comments, when he talked about, fellas, you need to give your woman your space. Okay. Last comments I'm going to read. 120 days for trying to frame someone and take them down is not acceptable. At minimum a year or 2, if not more. False accusation which could have destroyed someone and sent them to jail for multiple years. False accusation that could have destroyed someone. The video that's going to pop up on the screen is of Victoria. I don't remember this broad's last name, where she was falsely accusing the guy of rape, and luckily his friend had secretly recorded her admitting it. And what consequences did she face? Not a damn thing! This is why it's important. When you live in a society where women can falsely accuse you of something as extreme as sexual assault, and when it comes out that, hey, yeah, I was lying, oopsie, I was lying, they face no consequences. This is a society where you are going to have to protect yourself because no one is out here to you. Y'all go watch a video of that Victoria Icon. Wicked girl. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts in the comment section. Protect yourselves, man. I'll see you guys next time. Take care, y'all.
And we're not going to the Nika Marie.
The more I hear women say that they are single by choice, the more I am starting to believe that they are only saying that as a coping mechanism. Because every time I look around, I'm seeing some woman ask, where are all the real men at? Why aren't the men going out to the clubs anymore? Why aren't the men out at the singles events? And that sounds like to me that you women really do want to be in relationships, but because a lot of the men are checked out and done, y'all are trying to put on this facade like you're unfazed and you're unbothered and you're actually the ones that want to be by yourself. But that's not the truth now, is it, ladies? In the same breath that I am hearing women talk about there's no men outside anymore, I'm also hearing the men come through and make the bold statements of, I'm single by choice. I'm the one who is choosing to be alone. I'm the one that is finding it to be something that is necessary for my overall health and well-being, to do life on my own terms, to live life alone. And ladies, when I run these clips for you all, I hope to shed a huge light on what a lot of these guys are going through. That way, maybe they can answer the questions of why the men aren't trying to settle down anymore, why the men are not at the singles events anymore, at the clubs anymore. Where are all the good men at? Well, in these clips, you all are going to find out the answers to those questions.
One of my female friends asked, why do a lot of good men stay single for so long? I say good because she made the distinction that she's not talking about guys that still want to be about and, do their thing and date a lot of different people. She's talking about guys that say they want to be in a relationship, but they're just single. We had a long conversation, but I'll summarize what I told her. The shortest answer I can give is peace. When a guy has a purpose, when a guy knows what he's doing, when a guy's busy, when a guy's occupied, when he has plans, when he doesn't necessarily care about being about and being with bare people and so on and so forth, there's a level of contentment that he has. He has his own schedule, he has his own pattern, he has his own routine, and that brings a lot of peace, stability, and contentment to him. A lot of men do not care for being with just any woman because they do not want to lose that peace. This is my take on why good men stay single. So if you're a nigga like me, right, when you're experiencing some bullshit, when you're talking to a shawty and she's entertaining different niggas, when shit ain't adding up inside your head. And if you're a seasoned nigga like me who's been around, who's known the game, who's played the game, and has now chosen to retire, it makes more sense to protect my own peace of mind by just leaving that individual alone than continuing to play the game. Because we can continue to play the game. We can go tit for tat. I can play my card behind it. I don't see anything on the side. You're doing your own thing on the side. But the shit is pointless. And when the shit hits the fan, everything comes to the light. We both gonna be looking at each other like we're fucking stupid. This shit's stupid, bro. That's why good men now that have that experience and have that knowledge are just choosing to stay out of it. It's peaceful. I'm single right now, and the chances of me getting married anytime soon are very, very slim. So the discussion and conversation I'm about to have right now are all hypothetical. I also have to say that I'm speaking for myself because oftentimes not a lot of men think of relationships in this manner how I do. So I only can speak for myself and those who may agree. One of my biggest aversions to serious relationships, and even going as far as to talk about marriage, is the thought of not being in a relationship that includes me and involves me and considers me in every facet of our lives in terms of mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. As a man who's very much online, I understand the constant messages that we get faced with as men about being stand-up men of integrity, being providers, being men who have to be able to be accountable, and have to do everything under the sun in order to please a woman, right? But I'm willing to stand up here and be called sassy and be called gay for the sake of being able to say that I also want to be loved. I also want to be able to enjoy this life, this relationship, this marriage, the fact that I get to be a father. I want to be able to say that these kids are just as much mine as yours.
everything that we share together and experience together, I want to be able to say that I get the same level of consideration in that experience as it is for you. When we're getting married, the wedding is not just your wedding, it's our wedding. I understand that there's going to be a lot of things that plays a part to make sure that you are felt loved and you are appreciated and you get to enjoy the event, but in the same sense, I want to be able to do so as well. When we have kids, my say and the things that I do and how I operate over my child goes as much with regard as yours does. Yes, you are the mother who's carried that baby for 9 months, but there still is a degree of aspect of me being present and being able to apply what I think and how I feel like my child should be raised. Anniversaries are a time point of us sharing a relationship together. I want to be able to experience the appreciation for how long I've been around and be able to be the person that you've been able to love and count on for day in and day out for as long as we've been together. Yeah. These are some of the major things I consider in serious relationships, but honestly, I can go way deeper and way further in terms of the aspect of depth about the little things that go on within the principles of a relationship that I feel like a man should also feel considered and have empathy towards him in these regards. Like, we are people too. We are living the same life you are living for the first time. And when we talk about experiencing love to that degree, I don't want to feel like I'm just a placeholder that's working his job. Like, being in love should not feel like a job or a duty and obligation. It should be something that is shared and that we are pretty much building and bringing life to together. And if we're not going to do that, I don't want to be in a relationship.
Many men are voluntarily opting out of traditional dating to focus on personal goals.
Oh, we had a lot that was dropped on us. Y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Did y'all hear the common theme? The common theme was peace. And we always touch base on this because that seems to be the very thing that a lot of men are not receiving from women of today. Men are choosing to be single, ladies, and not go out to the singles events, not go out to the clubs, okay? Stay into themselves because you all cannot provide them with the level of peace that they are striving for. What did they say? They said that they don't feel seen, heard, considered. The relationship is all about the woman and what you can provide for her. But hardly ever are you taken into consideration. Hardly ever are you being catered to. Even your wedding day is not about you. Listen to what the brother said. I want to be a part of this relationship as well. It shouldn't just be me doing all of the duties, doing all of the hard work, making all of the sacrifices to make you happy, to make you feel seen, heard, and loved. What about me? I'm also the father to those children. I'm also the one that's a part of this family unit and this relationship. So, what are you doing to contribute and pour into me? You know what else they said? They also said that a lot of y'all are playing games. What's that? Let's talk about it. Get the light for me. Y'all are playing games. The other brother said, yeah, the reason why I'm choosing to stay single is because it's way too many women out here who have heavy rosters and rotations of different guys that they are seeing.
Yep.
And I'll be damned if I get invested with a woman, get involved with a woman, all for her to add me to that roster and rotation. And I don't want to play mind games. I don't want to pretend like I don't see you sweeping around. I don't want to pretend like I don't see that I'm not the only guy that you are prioritizing.
We want everything for this graduation party at Five Below. Balloons, decorations, candy, so many options.
Now, we both could be outside doing whatever with whomever, but I don't want that. I want something meaningful. I want something real. I want something serious. But a lot of you ladies, you don't. You just want help. I'm talking too much. Y'all don't want anything serious. Y'all just want to have fun. You don't want anything serious. You just want a handout. You don't want anything serious. You just want your needs fulfilled in more ways than one. You just want somebody to pamper you, cater to you, bow down and obey you. But having a teamwork, collaborative effort as far as a healthy, thriving relationship is concerned, no. Nope. You are the prize. You are the trophy. It's not about them. This is why the men have bowed out.
Yep.
Now, this guy here, he's being silly like, oh yeah, many men, many men have bowed out. They've quit because they're focusing on themselves and their own personal goals. And because so many women have been selfish,
made everything about them.
Talk about it.
Women are not included in that. You're not included in my quest to fulfill my goals and dreams. You're not a part of my life. You're not a part of my plan. This is what the men are going through. This is why they're not outside anymore. Y'all want to know where all the good men are? Single. Not outside. Not sleeping around. Not playing around. They're isolating themselves because they have come to the realization and the rude awakening that what they are in search for is not in search for them.
Exactly.
What do I mean by that? And y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. What I mean by that is this. A lot of these guys have come to terms with the fact that finding a woman that is ready and willing to reciprocate, ready and willing to put in just as much effort as he is, appreciate him just as much as she is expecting for him to appreciate her. That's something that they may not ever come across. Are there women out there that are like that? Absolutely. We know that there are good women out there. Good women do exist. But is it enough to go around? Probably not. And the reason why that is because so many women, and I always say this, so many women have been contaminated and indoctrinated, poisoned with the idea that it is all about them. And any man that does not make it all about them is not a man at all. Y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Drop the fire emoji in the chat right now if I'm cooking a little bit. Okay? This is what's happening, ladies. Y'all always talk about, oh yeah, I don't know what happened. What happened to the real men? What happened to the men? What happened to relationships? There are no relationships because a lot of women today are not relationship minded. A lot of women make everything revolve around them, their wants, their needs, their desires. They are not considering the men.
Bingo.
The brother said it loud and clear.
They don't care about the man.
I want to be loved. I want to be heard. And if I have to say that at the expense of me being called zesty or gay or sassy, so be it. But that's the truth. That's what I want. And y'all are not ready and willing to deliver that to these men. And that right there is why relationships are becoming obsolete. There are no relationships. A relationship is about two people coming together and building, pouring into one another, sharing. Not one party just pouring everything into somebody else while the other one just receives all the perks and rewards. No, it's about us contributing to each other. And until you ladies learn to do that, so many of you all will continue to pretend like you are the ones that are single by choice. Ladies, the cat is out the bag. Y'all have been begging way too much. Oh, why aren't the men outside? What can we do to get the men to come back outside? Why aren't the men settling down anymore? What can we do? Y'all have been begging way too much for y'all to be out here talking about you're single by choice. Absolutely not. You all are single because these men are single by choice. Having a select few of women possess the mentality of wanting to reciprocate and appreciate and make it a team effort, that's not going to suffice. We need the bulk of women out here, the majority of women out here, to feel like that, to practice these things, to put it into motion. That way we can turn things around. But until then, these men will continue to be in the house. They will continue to go and cook their own food, buy their own food, live alone, prosper alone, make plans alone. They'll continue to do all of these different things that a lot of women today are complaining about. And I really hate to see this. I really do. I hate to see my sisters out here pretending like they're happy single. We know that's not true. That's not even in our nature as women to live like that. Right? We need companionship. We need love. We need protection. We need stability and security. And while we are able to somewhat provide ourselves with those things on our own, it's not enough, clearly. Too many of us are struggling mentally, emotionally, financially. physically, in more ways than one. Because last time I checked, the men not even giving y'all no eggplant. That's how serious these men are when it comes to protecting their peace and finding a woman that is equally yoked to him. They don't even want to share their actual energy with y'all. It's that real in the field. And y'all can continue to pretend and act like you're unbothered, you're unfazed, and you're choosing this lifestyle, but we all see right through it. Y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. We all see right through the facade, ladies. We know that you're faking. Because they envision something totally different for their lives than what they are living. They didn't plan to be by themselves. They didn't plan not to have families and, you know, a husband. They didn't plan none of this. But because so many women have been, again, conditioned to believe that a relationship is all about them.
Right.
And conditioned to feel like having a roster and a rotation of different guys that you can essentially use is the way to go. Y'all have completely contaminated the dating pool. Now men don't trust y'all. Men don't want to be with y'all. They don't take y'all seriously. And they are choosing to be single by choice. I want to ask my brother something before I wrap this up, because I know y'all in the chat right now. I want my brothers right now to place ring emojis in the chat. And I want y'all to be completely honest and vulnerable. I want you all to place ring emojis in the chat right now. If you, as a man, had it in your mind that you would be settled down by now. You wanted a wife. You wanted a family. You wanted somebody to share and spend your life with, pour into love. But due to the climate, due to how society kind of switched up on y'all, it's like, oh no, that's a dream of the past now. Put a ring emoji. And I bet y'all, we are flooded with rings. Because contrary to popular belief, a lot of men wanted that same outcome for themselves as well, ladies. These men were trying to work with y'all for so long. They were trying to gain an understanding. They were trying to go ahead and give y'all the benefit of the doubt. But each and every time, it backfired. Now they don't want to get married no more. Now they're becoming passport bros. Now they are bachelors. Now they are building their own rosters and rotations. Yep. And if we are not flooded with rings right now, I'll be thoroughly surprised. But like I said, it was a lot of guys out there to where that is what they wanted and what they saw fit for their lives. They wanted wives. They wanted families. They wanted to be husbands. They wanted to settle down. But it was too many of y'all playing games, like these brothers said in these videos. Straight up. You made it all about you. You were out here dealing with all different types of different guys. And you ultimately proved to them that you were not serious. You didn't want those things. And if you did, you went about it entirely wrong. So, hopefully, this shed a little bit of light on what's going on, why a lot of men are choosing to be single, why a lot of men are opting out, why a lot of men are not really mingling with women like that. This is why. They are finding peace by themselves. Exactly. Wake up before the rest of them check on out. But that's all I got for y'all today. Like the video, share the video, subscribe. I love y'all. I respect y'all. I'm going to see y'all in the next dope discussion. Much love and peace. And here we go to Single by Choices.
We perfected ease. We call it molecule mode, the ultimate human frequency.
I just felt like I had to go out and be different and entertaining on a whole nother level. If you look at this generation, so many of them will say, who was your biggest influence? Shawn Michaels.
How much money has a man spent on you the most?
Say
in
one day. In just one day.
In one day.
Okay, one day, 100,000.
100,000?
Is she crazy?
What the fuck?
Just shopping?
Is she crazy?
Yeah.
Look how she said. Nose in the air. Young Miami says the most a man has ever spent on her during a shopping spree in a single day was over $100,000. And And they should say, who was the man? Was it DeeDee? Mm-hmm. What did you have to do for that? Was you rolling around in baby oil and some more stuff? Mm-hmm. Did you sell your soul? Mm-hmm. Say it. Open your mouth.
Yeah,
say
open your mouth.
This is crazy.
How much money has a man spent on you the most?
Say one day. In just one
Like
day.
in one day.
Okay, one day, 100,000.
100,000?
On what?
What the fuck?
Just shopping? Period.
Sure.
Love that for you.
Yeah.
Like, what was the last question? I'm sorry. Have you ever been turned down when you asked a nigga for some money?
I ain't gonna lie, yeah. I'm not even gonna say it and say every time I ask for money, everything. Like, if you're gonna be like, bitch, no, you don't need that. And I'll be like, oh my god, bitch, I do need that. I need that. It's okay. I told a nigga, why you trying to cut off our PM? I need my wife before 3 PM, nigga. I want my shit same day, nigga.
Yeah. Yeah. These are transactional 304s. He says, Young Miami reveals her most expensive date ever was $2.3 million experience. All right, she telling ninjas to wire the money. The bank closed at 3 p.m. and I need my money today. So go wire it. I can't wait.
When KS asks women, what can you give your new man that you never gave to another man? Young Miami can't say anything. But that $2.3 million, if it is true, that brother had access to every orifice. Every unlimited access to every orifice, however he wanted it. Ain't none left.
Thank that return. Okay, so what's the motion of that? Money wise, please let me know what's up. What's on the ground? Most out. I need the price. I need the wire transfer. Number, digits, everything.
I'm not gonna lie, like, I had a date night, it was like,
This is wild. They just sit around drinking. You know, this woman have been with Diddy. Like, we know for a fact.
Right.
And she got a couple
She
kids.
did
I
some
think she
kids.
2 for 2. You know, got 2 kids by 2 men. Diddy side chick. All right, she claimed one of her baby daddies got deleted. You know, some more stuff. This is drama.
It's not worth it.
Nope.
I really don't understand
not.
the allure. Like, soon as they open their mouth, they're just hideous to an old married man like me. Hideous. Soon as they open that trap, I need my money same day, dapping each other like teenage boys. Yeah, I once got $2.3 million for this coup de cat experience. Proud of it. Proud to say you sold yourself for any price as a woman. I don't care. You sold yourself. You got to live with this if you are fortunate enough to reach old age.
She belongs to the streets. I'm effing the wrong ninjas. And Young Miami was asked in that interview, would you let your daughter listen to your music or recommend this lifestyle to your daughter? He said, absolutely not. But this woman said, hell, I want it. Sign me up. They don't understand this woman ain't got a soul. She done sold that. And they sitting there wanting to indulge. This is crazy.
Soulless babble. As a woman, dealing with you are currently, dealing with a guy. Y'all hunching, y'all playing house, shack, whatever. And you gonna sit there and say, I'm hunching the wrong guy. I don't know about y'all, but soon as somebody like me hear that, you are instantly, forever, and always for the streets. There's a price attached to you. That's it. It's about money. Can't be about nothing else. I feel for y'all out here trying to find something real, but not really. Because what do we say? IG baddies, proud 304s, IG hot girls, they do not make proper girlfriends, wives, none of that.
So what do I gotta do to be down? You just gotta be you. You gotta just. But it's like, baby, 2.3 million, like, I thought you was thinking like, I thought you was thinking like.
Yeah. What do I gotta do?
gotta be you. Tell her the truth. You gotta be a human toilet and some more stuff. You don't even understand. Alright, the gauntlet you gonna go through.
I'll be right back, y'all.
Defecation gauntlet. That's a new shirt and some more stuff. Whole lot of stuff. I done told you. This much money, especially if you're over there in Dubai with the foreigners, you ain't only getting defecated on by the dudes. They got pet tigers and stuff. They want to see them that do their business on you too. I about guarantee it. Hey, bring my Bengal tiger over here. He has to go potty as well. Yeah, 2.3, stand there and take it. And he bites a little bit too. 2.3 mil though.
230,000. I got 2.3 million. What was the date like though? Please tell me what the date like was. I'm gonna tell you all, then that's what it is. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Have a friend with benefits.
5% cashback rewards on gas, groceries, and internet.
Credit One Bank for what's ahead. Like us, you might be suffering from moderate to severe obstructive sleep apnea, or OSA. We are the undiagnosed. We've been told we snore at night and gasp for air. Daytime sleepiness is a drag, but we still have people who count on us. And we're more than just human beings. We are humans being. OSA is a chronic condition tied to breathing interruptions and oxygen deprivation during sleep. Talk to your doctor about OSA. Let's keep being humans being.
Just living.
Okay, just living life?
Yeah.
Experience?
Just having fun.
Do you have a list of things you look for?
First of all, he gotta have a coin. Thank you. A provider. I need someone that's, God-fearing, that's religion, that believe in God. Someone that leads. Any man that leads.
Oh, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
God-fearing, that believes in God, in the church. This young Miami, one of the original City Girls, DeeDee's ex-girl, 2 for 2, out here selling Kuda, all that. But now, you want a God-fearing man. I guess she goes to the church of Break a Ninja. And when that one of their favorites said, break a trick. Take all your money and leave you a pathetic simp that you are.
Young Miami. Wants a trick, wants a hoe, always a hoe.
But this comes from a God-fearing woman. Y'all better leave the Lord alone. He don't like y'all like that. He really don't. Y'all would have been the ones he flipped the tables over on. Just leave it alone. And y'all see the caption. It says, I'm trying to figure out how did I insult so many people by stating what I want in a man. Why y'all so mad? I believe I can fly. What the F? I'm so confused. A lot of y'all feel hit. I wasn't even talking to y'all. Now that, I can agree with that. Don't have no problem with her preference. It's wicked, but obviously she couldn't have desired outcome. Shoot, yeah, don't be mad at her. Don't hate the player, don't hate the game. Just acknowledge it.
Guys, what is the minimum net worth that he has to have?
I want like a man that at least got like $100 million.
Okay, yeah, we just crossed off a lot of people off that list. There's a lot of...
Yeah! It's all fun and games. Just because you slept with DeeDee, now that's your new standard. She like, hell, I was DeeDee's concubine. Alright, we used to fly city to city. I used to do stuff for him, and he used to allegedly give her like $250,000 a month. What was the number? 200,000, something crazy. He had a crazy allowance, and DeeDee would foot the bill every month, $200K. And y'all seen some of the details from the Diddler case. Y'all know the stuff that was going on. Ungodly Sodom and Gomorrah type activities. It's not worth it. Life is about experiences, and some experiences you can't unsee. You can't unsmell. You can't untaste. It's not worth it. Come on, man. What happened to that Old Testament teaching? There is no price on your soul. But today, unfortunately, there is a price. And it's negotiable like a mother sucker.
Tenders that just walk the other way. Your DMs will now be flooded with 10 people, I think.
That's good. Narrow them down, God. Thank you.
A few moments later.
That's the new song. Boosted BIs, where y'all at? Stuff that ish. It's a scammer song. Spin that ish. Scam them. All my scammers, where y'all at? Where my boosters at? This is what she is saying in the song, and they dancing to it.
They twerking and gyrating to self-destruction.
They are.
It's a catchy ass nursery rhyme. They always get us with this. You know, the wheels on the bus go round and round, looking ass boys. Y'all need to stop.
You touched on something. That's a real thing, Mr. X. It is like a nursery rhyme, very elementary. Yes, that's part of the wicked allure of it. More MK Ultra COINTELPRO madness.
Facts.
This is wild. The klepto
Too
song.
wild.
That's what we're gonna call it. Where all my raging klepto sociopaths at?
Spin that shit. Spin that shit.
What's up, family? Young Miami has a new song. A new song called Spin That, the Scammers version. That song has social media split right down the middle. Fans are saying that, hey man, it's just entertainment, it's good storytelling. But critics say that the lyrics glamorizes fraud and could influence impressionable youngsters and others to cross the legal lines. Joining us in a moment is attorney Dennis Sperling to break down the legal, cultural, and moral questions surrounding the backlash. But first, I want to get into these lyrics a little bit. I want to read them because I don't want to get in trouble trying to play her music and then, they give me a little strike or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead on and let y'all check out some of the lyrics. Where all my scammers at? Spending that money fast, 20s, 50 cash. Boy, you got to go get that. Boosting bees, where y'all at? Where y'all at? Stuffing that SHI in your bag. Where you at? Just flip it, pop it, spot some cash, go get some money, man.
Evergreen's family vacation started with Expedia. Dad knew his crew needed peace and quiet, so he booked a vacation home big enough for everyone. Great, right? Nice job, Dad. Expedia, the one place you go to go places.
Anyone who want it can come get it. That includes you too.
Nobody's untouchable. You didn't know?
All these people around me are dying.
Do what you gotta do.
This is where we at. This is the summer anthem. Like everybody turning up, no matter where you at, they playing that song. You know, I was watching AB and that brother. That's everywhere they go. The song is on. Everybody, the women going nuts. You know, it's one of them summer bangers, if you will.
I hate it that this madness still can catch me off guard. I hate that for me. I really do. I hate that for my nervous system. Like, the klepto summer song. We ain't even coming to the summer song, but they like, we know what's coming down the pike. Madness, more boosted. Y'all don't get it. Music for the black community, it is infectious. It seeps into you. They're going to try to live these damn lyrics, man. Already doing it. You know what? We've been asking, like, where the resourceful fiends at. Now they say, you ain't got to be a fiend. Just be a booster, scammer, go out there and be burglarizing and stealing. I wouldn't do it. Yeah, I think those days are gone. Too much technology, cameras everywhere, anti-theft devices. I wouldn't do it.
And here we go. So we got part of the lyrics here ourselves, as y'all can see. It says, this is for all my scammers and my get money biatches. Nothing for you ninjas. Just the scammers and the get money biatches. Where the scammers at? It says, where all my scamming ass ninjas? I don't even know. It said, spend that money fast. Spend it when it's, like I said, he just hit on that. Girl, go get that go-yard bag. What's a go-yard? Alright. Here we go. We'll get our Googles on. But it says, stuff in that ish in y'all bag just to flip it, pop some tags. Alright. Hustlers. Girl, go get that go-yard bag. We're going to figure that out in a second. Spin that ish, spin that ish, spin that ish. Well, hold on. I got to do the parentheses. Spin that ish, yeah. Spin that ish, spin that ish. Ow. Man, they was in the studio going crazy. They had to have geniuses in there writing this.
They was in there hotboxing that za till their eyes start popping out and other things. Yeah, the city girl's been known to do a little snort right on camera. At least one of them, allegedly. Yeah, allegedly. It's documented. Goyard bag. Goyard is an ultra-exclusive heritage French luxury trunk maker. I don't even want to read no more. Oh, I'm trying not to yell.
Yeah, what? A trunk maker?
Yeah, like luxury leather trunks. Like proper.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like big old nice.
Yeah.
Nice things. You telling ghetto Hotman Bonquisha to go cop top-notch, pinky extended French luxury leather and sterling silver clad luggage. What's the cost? Unlined tote bag. Unlined bag of cloth. Range from $1,700 to $3,600 for a damn pillowcase with straps on it.
Yeah, spin that ish. So, get your go-yard bags. He says, I like a gangsta-ass ninja making more money than 10 figures. I'm a down-ass B.I. ride with you in that splat. Only F with the hitters. Yeah, for everybody in the back, I know if you ain't from the hood, some people like, what the hell? Yeah, but only F with the hitters. For his girl, he a tricker. Calling up his trap phone, the Ussy Ninja, where y'all at? It says, show me where you spin the block on your ops. And he's out the drop, screaming F the cops. What we doing, Ninja? Show me where your hood at. What's your face card, Ninja? Where your goods at? Where you good at? What? And I'm from the depths of the hood, believe me, I get lost.
So, this song, the top part is telling women to go steal and buy stuff they can't afford, don't know about. And then the chorus is telling women to go steal stuff and buy stuff they can't afford. Then the verse 1 is telling men go commit violence and deletions. And yeah. So this is the summer banger. Women go steal, go to jail. Men go delete folks, go to jail, get deleted yourself.
Man. God, I mean, wake up. We gonna wake y'all up. Y'all got no choice.
So ain't the way to be. Go listen to some Raheem Devon. Go listen to some daggone Brent Fayez. Some Division. Like, come on, man. Like, I usually take y'all back in time and stuff, but no, it's some current, good, good music. A little sultry, but more civilized. This ain't even civilized, man.
That money.
You build unbelievable worlds. It's time to go beyond one screen. Welcome to Google Play, where one purchase lets your players conquer across devices. Where Sidekick arms them with game tips to survive the alien abyss. And Play Pass unfolds a new path to an instant audience of players. You deserve a bigger spotlight. We have over 2 billion players ready and waiting. Give your games the power to travel from screen to screen and rewards that keep players coming back. So if you're ready to bring your worlds to players wherever they are, then you're ready to play.
Yeah. Gigantic children. These are grown women. Like, they don't even listen to the lyrics because they get y'all with the beat.
Damn shit. That's ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, this how they get them though. This is just a tutorial. So this could be AI, but this is like back in the day, the damn Guitar Heroes and Parappa the Rapper and all of whatever them video games that would teach you how to dance. Same thing.
You right. Yeah, they giving y'all the AIC, the imagery, the visuals, and they laughing and joking. Come on, do something, man. Go to jail. They say here showing y'all the dances to go to jail. What the hell?
Ain't gonna lie. If y'all don't fuck with Young Miami, just don't fuck with her. But that song that everybody was bullying her over, that bitch low-key hit when you in the club. Not even low-key. That bitch high-key hit when you in the club. You done had like 2 or 3 drinks. Everybody around you, the lights low, and that bitch come on. Well, I'm scamming ass niggas that spending honey. That bitch hit. And I didn't want to take it too far, but it almost put me in the mind of the song Rick Ross, Here I Am. Like, you know, when you hear, Here I Am, I gotta look like it's gonna more. Like,
You a lie, and the truth ain't in you. No, it didn't. That was much more sultry. Hell, that Rick Ross, Here I Am, compared to that, is like, I mean, come on, it's night and day. And look at this woman. She in the damn airport as we speak, traveling on her way home from, you know, Miami or somewhere, getting bust down with her chain on, and she's sitting there waiting on her flight. Like, yeah, I had a good time. I got bust down crazy, and we listened to that song all weekend.
Got bust down, got drunk, got your pH knocked all cattywampus, but probably went home, you know, with a couple whacks. You know, these what y'all don't get it. They call that a great success. They go out somewhere, get flued out, and I'm being generous. I would hope, because I'm being hopeful, I would hope they leave it with something, you know. Going down, I'm tripping. Going out there, riding around in a rented Lamborghini Yaris, staying at some Airbnb. I done figured it. I ain't as gullible as I was. Bust down, just had an experience and got lied to. And she thinks she about to go home on that Frontier airline and he about to wire you some money. You was just living in a fantasy land. That's all that was.
Like, it give me that same little, like, it's not the same cadence or anything. I'm not saying like that, but the vibe of the song, like, you know, when you hear Diced Pineapples, you get in a certain, like, little mood, or Aston Martin music, you get in a little certain, like, mood.
Not
like,
the same.
That bitch just put me in a certain, like, mood, like, where all my scamming ass niggas dead. And then, like, get you a couple drinks in your system, and that bitch is a motherfucking vibe.
Look at them. They love it. This is just a hunching song at best. At best. And these will call themselves respectable women. They'll say, look, I'm a nurse and I do this. I went to college. It's just a song. And it's not. Granted, y'all might like the beat and you can do a TikTok dance. Listen to the damn lyrics. Ooh.
Lyrics don't mean nothing today. There ain't no way. The song is the lyrics. As long as it's got a beat. Yes, that's where we are. As long as it's got a beat and a catchy rhythm, I don't give a dang what they saying on the track. They done proved that with the likes of Lil Uzi Verts and Slim Thuggers and all of these wild characters. And here we are. More here's raunchy sexuality. You see, it look like she in the gym. It look like somebody's LA Fitness or Anytime Fitness. Men, my brothers, got love for y'all. What did we say earlier in the show? Put yourself in position to be the maintenance man. That's it. And then you can indulge in this modern high-end madness, but you don't want to try to be tender with these individuals. Overwhelm them with your gravitas and get a desired outcome, man. Go out there.
Bitch, they play that dog shit in my apartment complex. Boy, let go, y'all. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Spin that shit.
Just a grown woman. I get out my car to vibe to spin that at my apartments. One thing about music, y'all seen the movie Sinners. It'll tap into your damn spirit. She pulled up in the parking lot, got out the car. All she hear is, where all my boosted ninjas at? And she just started popping WAP. She couldn't resist it. She like, hell, this is a banger.
As I've always sung about holding on to the people and places that shape us, this collection with Dollar General is another way to share that spirit. I'm so excited for everyone to have access to my collection of bedding, home decor, and kitchen items.
Hold on, y'all.
I beg of my poor misguided sisters and brothers, indulge in more civilized music. That's my new word, civilized. Because it's barbaric out here at best. Like, listen to music. It ain't gotta be this bad. Like I said, there's artists out there. Y'all named them in the chat. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like Brent Fayez. He got some songs and Division. All they talk about is such a toxicity. But it's artful. It's a craft to it. They ain't out here just, you know, pop that Cuda kind of like Uncle Luke. Like, you gotta do better. You in the parking lot, fresh off of work, after working a double, and you all airing out your John Brown high parts like this. Grow up.
However they approach the topic that they're talking about, sometimes they're going to the same direction, but it's time for them to split and take their side. She'll take a lot of
Get him, Becky. One thing we know, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. The culture is contagious. So y'all got crackhead, meth head, methany. This a real, well, I guess this is a real booster. This is really her song. She called for the boosters. There we go. Ooh, that Cuda Kata. My God, she dropped that thing, and I'm just. I know. You go, and y'all see them with the free ding. They have since let this ninja out. They was actually standing outside the jail. That's where they at in this. So they standing outside the jail.
Ain't no
Everybody
way,
out there
bro.
waiting and for them to get released. And they eventually did. It was maybe 3, 4 in the morning. They let them out. And they was out there all night waiting for the jail to release them. Out there drinking and carrying on.
Waiting on money bags. Got that go right. He leading the show. Hey, I don't know if AB got enough notoriety to do this solo. They better be out there waiting. The show has pretty much come to a bit of a halt. Yeah, free Dean or else.
I would say Dean is the structure. AB can do it on his own, but that young brother already got everything. He got the cameraman and he know how it all works. So he is the producer and all that good stuff. But AB is the talent, so they work good together. We'll say this, as far as Young Miami, we gonna put her in the pit. No glaze for her.
Straight up.
Hey, Evie, wishful thinking, Ninja.
Straight to the pit.
Fuck is you talking about?
You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, know when to hide. You gotta count your blessings. You're sitting at the table. Yeah, man. Ooh, chocolate brighter.
I'd like to thank y'all for being here. Like, share, subscribe. Good night.